Yo, 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 what's up YouTube and the people on Facebook? How's it going? Yeah, not too bad stuff. Dead to rights for the Mega Reviewing channel, how's it going? Haven't done one of these videos in quite a while. So, this is going to be based on all of the websites that I know and like. Basically due to the fact that I couldn't really think of anything else to review, which is, I know it sounds really crap and really bad, but just the way it is. So let's begin. This first site, pretty sure you would have heard of most of the things that go on here, like the memes, like the jokes, like the built-in. So one does not simply, all that. 9gag.com, brilliant site. Like it says, it's basically just for fun. It's actually bloody hilarious as hell. So I swear to God, if you haven't heard of this site, then you haven't really been on the internet much. It's funny as basically like watching a sheep turn into a cloud. It's just really random, really friggin' funny. There are certain things you think to yourself, okay, so you don't really need to put that on there, but you do, like a boss. It's funny as hell, really is funny as hell. I suggest you check it out. Like I said, it's 9gag.com, so check that stuff out. Next site, this site I found back in, I think, possibly 2002. It's quite an old site. Back then it was like really basic, really like 2D graphics. Not a lot really was put into it. It's still in the beta form, but it's in like version 3.1.6.9 or whatever. It's pretty decent for like a web-based thing that it is. Actually not bad. It's actually Adventure Quest, which is on the battleon.com site or something like that. Just search for it in Google, you'll find it. Like I said, it's Adventure Quest. You basically start off with this hero, he's got a sword and a shield obviously. You go through it, you pick up different weapons, different items, you get a pet, you get a different like sidekicks, not sidekicks and like people that help you. Yeah. It's, like I said, it's not bad for like what it is, which is a web-based game, which is pretty awesome. It's free as well, so go and search it for it basically. It's pretty awesome. Next site is basically like a social networking site. I wouldn't say it's a fantastic social networking site, mainly due to the fact that it's got flaws, it's got bad areas where you think to yourself, well, you could have made that better, but they just don't, they just leave it as it is. So, I don't know, I mean, to be honest, it still feels like it's in the beta form, even though it's been going like bloody ages. Pretty sure this thing was out like back in like the early 90s, if not the late 90s. It's friggin' old. Bebo.com is what it is, Bebo. Like I say, it's not bad. It's like some of it just feels like really beta form, kind of like, oh, you've got to refine this, but they just don't. Like some of the games that they've got on it, it's basically it takes so long to load, and you think to yourself, well, what are you loading? You've already got the game. You don't need to download it from the server, so what the hell are you doing? It makes no sense. Also, I don't like the fact that it's got features on it that aren't really relative for other people's ages. I mean, okay, yeah, I'm in like my late 20s, and I'm finding it kind of like really teenager-ish. Kind of, okay, what am I doing on this site? Why have I still got an account? I really should be on another site, so why the hell am I on this account? That's basically what I feel like about Bebo, because it just really doesn't suit me anymore, to be honest. It's really bad. They should actually just put Bebo for the teenagers out there. Seriously, it's that bad. Next site, also a social networking site, pretty damn decent. Been on this site since 2001, which is quite a long time for me. I don't usually go on sites for that long, but other sites I have been known to go on for a longer time. It's pretty damn awesome. I like this site, and mainly due to the fact that it's got a lot of features in that I think to myself really do kind of suit me. As opposed to Bebo, this site really does cater for those kind of people that don't really want a social network that much. They just want a site where they can just say, I was here, well, here is the person that I am, here's some photos, here's my family, bam, have that. Facebook.com. Like I say, Mark Zuckerberg came up with a good idea, mainly due to the fact that it was one of those ideas where you think, okay, yeah, you're gonna have to socialise with someone, but okay, you don't have to socialise with everyone, so you get a choice of whether who you want to add or not. But like I say, it's 10 times, maybe even 1,000 times better than Bebo, due to the fact that it's really quite kick-ass the way they do it. Okay, yes, some of the games they've got are still in the beta form, but that's not their problem. You know, it's other sites that have loaned the game onto Facebook. What are they going to do about it? It's the other person's game. Who cares? Next is another kind of site where you think to yourself, well, you know, what's so bad about it? It's not that bad. I mean, due to the fact that it's like, how do you call it? It's like a kind of, well, it's like an account setting. It's like you've got an account with these people. It's like email purposes, basically. Hotmail.com. For as long as I've known, it's been pretty kick-ass. Mainly due to the fact that it's really quite solid. Like I say, it's based on the Microsoft actual team itself. Like, they've actually made it. They've encompassed the whole MSN, which is pretty awesome. Mainly due to the fact that it's allowing, if you want, people to chat with you. Like I say, it's just mainly for emails, I think, mostly anyway. You can also obviously do like different templates and stuff like this. Add more contacts if you really want, because obviously, you know, people need contacts, because then you get more jobs or whatever. I would suggest going to hotmail.com rather than some of these other ones, mainly due to the fact that Hotmail seems more professional the way they do it, as opposed to another one later on I'll tell you about. Anyway, next is Kabam.com. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, but it's Kabam, basically. This site is a games site, a free games site. It's pretty kick-ass the way they do it. It's a lot more art, kind of. The way they do it is really, really artsy, as opposed to Adventure Quest, whereas it's just like a 2D kind of game with a bit of, like, you know, really good artwork. This is just artwork combined with really good gameplay. Most of the games are kind of isometric, so basically it's a square, but it's on one of the corners, if you see what I mean. Pretty kick-ass game though, I must admit. Been really hooked on one of the games, which I can't remember what it's called. That's not helpful. But it's pretty kick-ass site. Some really, like I say, kick-ass games in there. You can actually link them up with your Facebook account, which is also pretty awesome. Go check that stuff out. Right, next. This site, it's a social networking site. That's about it. It's not really much else. I mean, it's like Facebook in a way, due to the fact that it's got, like, you know, bands on there. It's got, you know, famous people on there. But this site, I'm pretty sure, MySpace, which is what it is, it came out roughly before Facebook, I'm pretty sure. You know, it's got more of a, these are the artists, like comedians, like I said, musicians, and it's basically just like a kind of site for them to basically promote themselves, which is pretty kick-ass, to be honest. I mean, okay, yeah, Facebook does do that, but more in a way where it's just like you've got the information about them, you can't actually, you know, interact with them in a way, kind of, you know, you don't really get to listen to their music, sort of. Yeah, MySpace is more streaming their music in a way where they don't mind you listening to it, whereas Facebook, it's more like somebody's got a link to their site. You see what I mean? Anyway, next is possibly the best games site out there, possibly. Mainly due to the fact that I haven't been on it in a while, but they have changed quite a bit. It's been going solid for quite a few years. I'm trying to think when it was out. I want to say late 90s, possibly. Newgrounds.com. Pretty kick-ass site. Their animations are funny as hell. I got to know this site through Stick Figure Death Theatre, or STFD. Yeah. Mainly due to the fact that their animations were on there. It's kind of based on whatever you've got, we'll see, basically. Pretty kick-ass in a way that it's like Facebook, because it allows people to share what they've got, which is pretty awesome, to be honest. Like I say, it's got movies, it's got artwork, so basically like pictures and stuff. It's got like computer games that people invented, well, basic computer games, you know, the like. Right, next, this site, it's got to be the, I'd say, greatest game site I have been on within the past couple of weeks. It's literally just games, literally just what people have created, literally just what they've got on the site. It's kick ass. I mean, what more do you want? You want games? This is the site for you. Not Doppler.com, not Doppler, you know, like doppelganger, but not really. It's pretty kick ass. Every Thursday they update it to like more recent games that have came out. I'm not saying like 3D games, but though some of them are. I'm saying like games like 2D, like scrollers, like puzzle, action, miscellaneous, fighting, RPG. Basically, it's like 2D games based on that. There are some pretty kick-ass collection of games on there. Like I said, it's a decent site. Not Doppler.com. Go and check it out. Right, next is not a bad site. I wouldn't say it's the greatest, but it's not a bad site. They've actually incorporated some of the videos from this site onto YouTube, so yeah, it's pretty kick-ass. This is, I knew this through another site or something. Yeah, it's not their main site, but it's just, yeah, it's something else. Original videos from Dorkly. It's basically like you've got these actors that do voices for characters from computer games, much like Mario, Sonic. They basically do voices for these characters, and it goes really well with some of the scenes that they portray. Like the Yeti from the snowboarding game, chasing the snowboarder down. If he falls in, he's basically going to eat the Yeti's going to eat it. It's basically they do different scenes, and it's, yeah, some of it's quite gruesome, but it's just cartoon, you know, so whatever. Pretty good, not too bad. Like I said, the original videos from Dorkly, D-O-R-K-L-Y, Dorkly. Right, next is, I think personally, possibly the greatest, like cartoon on like website that you can find. Okay, yeah, it's got like links to other sites, but it's, I think personally, you know, like I said, a good net comic. It's pretty kick-ass. PoisonMinds.com. It's one of the, I'd say, funniest. And okay, yeah, swears, and yeah, it's got violence, but you know, it's for more mature adults, and like, you know, the people that like humour, and they like a bit of backstory, and they like violence, and they like, yeah, they like normal life, you know. It's not for none of these people that go, oh yes, I'm quite a sensible person, I don't really look at violence in a way that makes me go, ha 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 ha, that's funny. It's more along the lines of, that's hilarious, because of the backstory makes it more funny. Yeah. PoisonMinds.com, awesome. Next is a kind of social networking site, but with webcams. It's not bad. Wouldn't say it's great, but it's not bad. I've noticed on it that it's mainly Americans who go on it, so I wouldn't say it's the greatest. Oh, I'm trying to think. How can I say it in a nice way? I can't really say it in a nice way, to be honest. Stickam.com. Stickam. Stick-I-A-M. Stickam. It's not bad, like I said. It's, if you've got a webcam and you want to like do podcasts or vlogs to people live, then you can. I was going to use it to do like videos for it, like from the MegaReviewing and Dead to Rights, but I thought there's no point because nobody's going to bloody watch it, so the hell's the point? Yeah, I've noticed on there were a lot of people using bad substances, is what I would say, and I wouldn't condone it, to be honest, because they're a bunch of blooming idiots. So yeah. Right, next. This is a kind of social networking site. Not really. It's kind of like Hotmail.com because of the fact that it allows you to send and receive like emails. So yeah. I mean, this one isn't more like fantastic. In fact, I'd say it's probably the worst one out there. Yahoo.com. Like I say, I've had this site on my favourites for bloody ages. I used it since like secondary school, so yeah. I wouldn't say it's the greatest, like I said. It's just like for something if you want to use like an email address, but yeah. Anyway, and the last site that I have on my favourites is YouTube.com, mainly due to the fact that where else can you find like people's videos from what they've done. I think that it's fantastic with the fact that you can actually get updates from these people that you subscribe to. Find it quite hilarious the way that they've actually made it so that you can actually like your own videos. I mean, what kind of site does that? Oh yeah, you can like your own video, by the way. Well, I'm going to. Why would you dislike your own video? That's just silly. I mean, honestly, I don't like my own video, I'm going to put dislike. No, if you're going to unlike your own video, surely you're going to delete it or remove it off of YouTube. Seriously, that's just silly. YouTube. Anyway, so that was my list of websites that I like, in a way. Yeah, in my favourites, basically. That's about it. Yeah. Well, I do have a new kind of like Doctor Who box set, which is Series 6. Pretty awesome. Not else. Oh, and GTA, the Stories of Liberty City is pretty awesome. Yeah. So that's it. That's right. Catch you guys later.